Welcome to How Do They Afford That, the podcast that peeks into the financial lives of everyday Australians. I'm Michael Thompson. I'm a writer and the co-host of the podcast Fear and Greed Business News. As always, I'm joined in the studio by Canna Campbell, financial planner, founder of Sugar Mama TV, the financial literacy platform covering YouTube and podcasts and books and Instagram and TikTok. And Canna, as part of your savings hack, you've got a little bit of new content to share with us.
I do. I have just launched the Sugar Mama Budget and Cash Flow Academy. So I am teaching everyday people how to do a budget, how to budget in any financial goals like getting out of debt or saving up for your first home or starting to invest. And I'm sharing all of my hacks, my habits, my techniques to make sure that you actually ration your money correctly and stop living paycheck to paycheck. And it's quite incredible, this program.
That is amazing. And where did we find it?
So if you head to my Instagram account, I can provide you with all the links where you can look at the course, or you can attend a free masterclass where I explain why budgeting is so hard these days and all the traps and landmines that you need to avoid.
Well, that is really our savings tip for today, isn't it? You know how we always start the episode with a savings hack or a savings tip?
Or even a hustle tip.
A hustle tip as well. I think that is fantastic. And actually, you know what? This entire episode is pretty much a savings hack, savings tip, because we are talking about Black Friday. We've done previous episodes on shopping and making big purchases and all that kind of thing. And one thing that came up in those conversations was just how many big sales there are every year.
Well, I think I definitely shared this on Instagram, and I'm sure we mentioned it, but there is literally a major retail sale every 3.2 weeks of the year.
That is huge. And while Boxing Day might have been the biggest one in the past, it's kind of been surpassed now, hasn't it, by Black Friday? It feels like at the end of this month, you've got Black Friday and then
Cyber Monday.
Cyber Monday's kind of tacked on the other side of the weekend, making it kind of a 4-day shopping bonanza.
Yeah.
And so we thought that maybe let's do a bit of a guide as to making the most of the Black Friday sales.
I'm interested to know, are you going to be shopping in the Black Friday sales?
Yes, absolutely. We do our Christmas shopping.
So do I.
Because, and we often have with our extended family, we do a Secret Santa, and we always make sure that everyone kind of provides a bit of a wish list so that it's all out there. Everyone knows, because otherwise there's a lot of guesswork involved. But
this was a lot of stuff that ends up in landfill.
Absolutely. You know then that you are definitely getting something that people actually want. And we make sure that we do it all in the middle of this month. So by about the 20th of November, we will have divided up who is going to be who's Secret Santa, and everyone will have shared their wish lists publicly. And that means that we are all set for when Black Friday rolls around, that we can make the most of the sales.
That is so smart. As soon as we wrap up this episode, I'm going to message my mother-in-law and ask her to please get a hurry along with allocating our Secret Santas, and also suggest that everyone does that wish list. I think that's a brilliant idea.
It just makes sense, because you are getting something that people really want, and it means then that you can be very targeted in looking for the good deals and the good savings during Black Friday. I'm assuming, again, I shouldn't make these assumptions, but
yes,
you will be getting quite excited about Black Friday. I don't even need to make an assumption. You look excited right now.
I am excited. I will be doing Santa's shopping on his behalf for my kids, and I'm really excited most of all, not just about the savings, but the amount of time I'm going to save, and the fact that the presents will arrive and I won't be like I am every single year, wrapping the gifts until midnight, secretly, quietly, in closed doors, paranoid that my children are going to walk in. And I'm also going to make sure everything's nicely gift wrapped, because gift wrapping is not my forte.
And it takes you a month to do it, I'm assuming then.
It does. It's not my area of strength. So I'm excited about being organised as well as saving time and money.
Are there particular things that are best to get during Black Friday sales? Like, is it, for instance, good for getting clothes or electronics, but say not so good if you're buying a new car?
Look, it's normally those consumer brands. So look, who knows? We might be surprised. Car dealerships may be jumping up and down with celebrating Black Friday too. That would be fabulous. But it's normally consumer goods. So, clothes, electronics, all those little home gadgets, televisions, those sorts of things. that where the best value and bargains are to be had.
Okay. Oh, I don't know how. There's a question I want to ask you now, but it just feels like it feels so broad. How should we approach Black Friday when we know that it's coming?
It's exciting.
Yeah, I know. And when you are as excited as you are right now, how should we approach Black Friday? Can I suggest that the number one thing on the list is can I stay calm?
You have oh my gosh, stay calm. Exactly right.
Good.
You know me too well now. So, but stay calm, be ready, but have a budget so that you don't go completely berserk and spend, all your money in one big hit. So have a list of who you want to buy gifts for, or if you are making the most of Christmas, and how much you want to spend for them, and what is perhaps things that they would like, or things that you know that they would like. And think about the things that actually need to be replaced in your home. Perhaps, you've been aware for a really long time that a certain, piece of equipment or a certain kitchen gadget, is broken or fallen apart, or that your kids' school shoes are maybe falling apart and need to be replaced. Also, think carefully about what you actually need as a priority rather than what you actually want.
Okay. And I imagine then that you'd be doing a bit of research.
Yes. So this is really important. This is how you can actually save yourself a lot of time on Black Friday and not get into that panic of just clicking and buying. But if you can research beforehand, you'll know who is the best, what website is, I guess, the best place to go to, who's got the best prices, the best value, and then go and bookmark those sites. Don't do what I do, which then has to go through my history and waste half an hour trying to search where was that deal, what was it, and is that the right one?
You don't just write it down as you're going?
No.
Oh, goodness me.
There you go. I told you I'd ADHD, actually. And also reading the reviews, which is particularly interesting because you can, quite often I've gone to buy something and then I thought, hang on, let me just quickly read the reviews. I'm like, oh, hang on, nope, definitely not getting that. And, comparison sites can also be really helpful.
Well, that's what I was going to ask you. How do you do your research? Is it just a case of jumping onto Google and just start kind of comparing your products and going to your comparison websites, things like Finder and those kind of ones of choice?
Yes, they're all of them are there, and they're all great. And obviously, they don't necessarily get every single product and compare them on the market, but they are a really great starting place for you to do your research. And good old-fashioned reviews are really helpful, and looking at the ratings, how many stars they've got, and trying to go back, which is a really helpful tip where I got burnt badly. I could see there were lots of recent reviews which were glowing and positive, but then when I got burnt with a bad decision and then went back to those reviews to have a reread of them, I went back a couple of pages and actually found all these negative ones. So jump around and actually go through a lot of reviews so that you can actually get a really good cross-section of people's feedback and opinions.
Yep.
And stick to your list. Don't let emotions take over you. Focus on what you really need, because if you're buying things you don't need, you're robbing your future self of other opportunities. And I always like to say to myself when I'm buying something, if I'm buying something nice, I'll say, well, how will I feel if I buy this today, but then I see something tomorrow that is actually better? Am I going to regret this purchase? And sometimes I'm like, no, because I really love this and I'm really excited about this and I can't imagine anything else better than this. And so I feel confident about my purchase and I make peace. And
what if you don't find something then better the next day? Are you going to forever regret not having bought that when you saw it?
Well, no, you bookmark it. And if the sale's already finished, you just wait 3.2 weeks and it'll be back on sale again.
Very good tip. Do you take the approach of quality over quantity? I'm guessing from what you're saying you do.
Yes, I'm actually a really difficult shopper. You do not want to go shopping with me. I'm a nightmare.
Noted.
In possibly other areas of my life too, just ask Tom. But I am really fussy. I look at quality before I purchase, and if something is not, it falls apart, I don't hesitate in returning it back to the store and letting them know how disappointed I am, or returning it back to the retailer.
I know it's not Black Friday related, but would you then go, say, pre-loved if the option was, if you had the alternative of buying something of a lesser quality new in the Black Friday sales, or getting a great brand that you know is good quality but you're buying it pre-loved, would you opt for the pre-loved?
Oh yes, because also not only is there great savings, but it's also better for the planet.
That's a good point.
So it's really our responsibility to really be looking there first. And really looking at the basics as well. If I look at my wardrobe and how much it's changed since the cost of living crisis, and I actually don't like to call it the cost of living crisis. I like to call it the cost of living challenge. Is I'm just shopping for basic things. Like I just want a good quality t-shirt and a good quality pair of jeans. I'm not buying, a dress they'll wear out to lunch because that's not what my lifestyle looks like necessarily. So
you need your capsule wardrobe.
Exactly. I'm so proud of you.
Do you know how often I use that term now?
Really?
Yeah, because you taught it to me in a previous episode, which is all about kind of buying clothes and investing in your capsule wardrobe. And I refer to it all the time.
Well, it's about buying what you love, value, use, and appreciate. That's my shopping mantra, which everyone should be using as they shop their Black Friday and Cyber Monday sales.
One quick one before we take a break. Do you do it all online, or do you like to venture in store for Black Friday and haggle in person? Because you are a ferocious haggler.
I have 3 kids, and
Oh,
2
God.
of those 3 kids are maniacs. If anyone happened to see me on Thursday at Bondi Junction with one child at the top of the escalator screaming, crying, facing the opposite direction of the escalator, me stuck in the middle, and then my other 2 down the bottom having a complete meltdown about wanting to get onto the escalator. I had to have a team of people, and I'm stuck in the middle not knowing which way to run. I had people come to my rescue, thank goodness, some wonderful people that really understood the dynamics of taking children to a shopping centre and perhaps sticking to online shopping, which is what I'll be doing on Black Friday, all from the comfort of my own home where my kids can safely destroy my house rather than a shopping centre.
I was going to say, I think online might be the way for you. It's just something is giving me those vibes. Do not venture near the shopping centre.
Meltdowns.
Indeed. Now, we'll come back in a moment. I want to get some secret hacks from you, some Black Friday hacks. So you've got about 30 seconds to come up with a few ideas. I'm not putting you on the spot here. We'll come back in a moment and do that. All right, Kanna, we are doing a guide to Black Friday, a guide to making the most of the Black Friday sales. Have you got some hacks for us? A few tips and ideas on how we can make the most of it?
Hello. Of course I have some hacks. I have plenty of hacks. All right. So hack number 1 is a lot of retailers are a bit sneaky these days because competition is tough. So they'll start their Black Friday sale early.
On Wednesday.
Like sometimes Monday, Tuesday.
Ooh.
So that then leads me to hack number 2 is you have 2 email addresses. You have the email address that is actually subscribed to your favorite retailers so that you know the moment they have, opened up the floodgates and the Black Friday sales have begun. So you get that notification. But then you have a sneaky second address. That makes me so excited. Where you can then use that to sign up because you may get a welcome 10% discount code off your first order.
That is a fantastic tip. Having a second secret email address so that you get the new subscriber bonus discount when you've actually been a sneaky subscriber for several years.
I have friends will then go and unsubscribe again and then reuse it all over again. Clever.
It is clever.
Then you can actually stack your savings by using like cashback websites like Cash Rewards and Shopback. And not only can you actually get money back, they can often give you additional discount codes or sometimes gifts with purchase when you shop via these websites. So they're really easy to use. And quite often when you sign up, you might get a bonus, $20 or $30 to start you off. So that's very clever. And then, of course, there is Cyber Monday. A lot of people don't realize, especially when you get caught up in the emotions, the exhilaration of finding a bargain, that sale will probably be there still until Monday. And then the hacks keep coming. There's more.
Oh, goodness me. This
is why I am Sugar Mama.
This is fantastic. I asked for like 2 hacks and I'm getting like 8. You are delivering
a barrage of them.
You are delivering good value.
Why, thank you. The other one is to look at apps like to Know It and Wish Upon.
And what was that first one?
Like to Know It, LTK. Wish Upon and Wrapped, because you can have build up a wish list of things that you would really like, and they will then let you know not only when they're on sale, but when stock is running low. So if you have a very popular shoe size, like myself, a size 38, often if there's a really lovely pair of shoes, the popular sizes obviously sell out quickly. So this will let you know when those shoes that you've been thinking about are running low in stock or when they've gone in sale, so you can make the most of it. And as of course, remember, as I've said repeatedly through this, there are going to be plenty of opportunities to save money throughout the year. So you can spread out your shopping. Don't jump all in at once for Black Friday and Cyber Monday.
What was that website? LTK?
Like to Know It.
I've never heard of it.
I'm actually on Like to Know It, so people can shop my whole entire wardrobe. And I share on my Instagram account, my lifestyle Instagram account, that is Canna Campbell Official, all my best financially friendly capsule wardrobe finds, like this shirt that is currently on sale. It's 30% off. And my financially friendly jeans that I'm wearing right now. And my pre-loved, not particularly financially friendly, but they were very well made, high quality sandals.
I have learnt so much today, Canna.
You're just lost for words.
I am blown away. I was not expecting just such an extraordinary barrage of tips and hacks for Black Friday. I feel like this could be one of our shortest episodes yet, but the one that we've crammed the most into, just because I actually think you've probably been talking at double speed because you've just been so enthusiastic about this.
Well, I do have a Russian proverb to throw in, just because I am a financial planner. It is my calling in life to remind everyone to be financially responsible. And that Russian proverb is, spending is quick, earning is slow.
I feel like there's a missed opportunity. If it's a Russian proverb, it should be no Russian to spend.
Go on.
Oh, no, it's just like, well, that's all I had. Be no Russian to spend.
I get, sorry.
Earning is Slovakian.
Okay, don't quit your day job.
Okay, I shan't. What about
Took
someone...
me a while to get that, actually.
I know, that's probably the most alarming part of this.
Yeah, so I was like, is this going to be PC here?
Yeah, no, it's perfectly fine.
It is.
What about someone who is on a really tight budget? Is there the potential to get into a little bit of trouble with Black Friday?
Here is my advice, and it's free. Turn your computer off and go outside into the fresh air and sunlight.
That's good advice.
We have been surviving, well, more so in Australia. Because Black Friday is actually typically an American tradition, and it is actually the litmus test of the strength of the economy. But for decades, we have been living without these sales, and we survived just fine. So just simply remove yourself from temptation, get outside and have a conversation with a human being, or go read a book, or spend time in nature. It's free.
That is really good advice and a great place to finish. So, look, Black Friday, just stay calm. I love the fact that was your first piece of advice, was stay calm, as though I was going to do anything other than stay calm. But that really, this is an opportunity for clothes, for electronics, and potentially to do your Christmas shopping early. So get in there and kind of have a conversation with your family, your extended family and your friends, and get some ideas so that you can make the most of it. Don't leave it till the week before Christmas. Do it now in the Black Friday sales. Make a list. Make a list of, now I'm starting to sound like Santa. Make a list, but you are looking to actually get kind of quality. You are looking to buy with purpose so that you're really kind of getting the things that you need and not just the things that are there.
Just because they're on sale.
Absolutely. And stick to that list. Don't let your emotions take over. And I love that. What did you say? If you're buying things you don't really need, you are robbing your future self. Oh, that is just so motivational. I'm feeling motivated right now. And look, the fact is as well that you can get into this early, that some retailers are doing this, what did you say, up to 5 days before, that they're trying to get the jump on the competition. And so they are starting the sales early, so you can actually start your shopping before anybody else does. I love that tip about have 2 email addresses, one so that you know when things are on sale and the other so that you can sign up as a new subscriber and get a new subscriber bonus discount. That is a fantastic little hack, and I will be using that one. Look at some of those websites like Cash Rewards and Shopback, and don't forget that Cyber Monday is there as well, that it doesn't all need to be done on Friday, that don't put yourself under that stress and that pressure, that the sales do go for more than one day, and that if you miss the opportunity on this occasion, there will be another 12 similar sales on throughout the year, 13 in total. So what did you say that was? One sale every
3.2 weeks if you average them out.
That is extraordinary. That is fantastic. So the opportunity will come round again. Canna, where do we find you if we want to see what you end up kind of buying in the Black Friday sales, or if you want any more of your fantastic tips?
My financially friendly fashion tips can be found actually on my lifestyle account, not my normal Sugar Mama one, which is Canna Campbell Official. And that's where you'll also see those 3 crazy kids of mine that decided to all 3 simultaneously have a meltdown on an escalator. as I was stuck in the middle trying to pick a child to save their life.
You know what I haven't looked at? Whether any bookstores are doing Black Friday sales. If they are, you know what I would recommend?
What would you recommend, Michael?
Oh, thanks for asking, Canna. I would recommend getting a copy of my novel, which is called How to Be Remembered. And look, even if it's not on Black Friday sales, it's a good investment anyway.
It's a great way of being very organised for your Christmas shopping.
Absolutely.
Everyone loves a good book.
Yeah, absolutely. And look, you can also hear me every day with Sean Aylmer on Fear and Greed, Australia's best business podcast. Thank you very much for listening to How Do They Afford That? Good luck in the Black Friday sales. Now, remember to hit follow on the podcast. Please leave us a review as well. Next week, we are talking about windfalls. What to do when you come into a little bit of money. Now, this could be an inheritance. It could be a Christmas bonus. It could potentially be even a little lottery win. Who knows? But we're going to look at what you should do with that money to make sure it does not evaporate overnight. Don't miss it.